What's up, guys? My name's kyledipeppe. Welcome back to my personal finance channel. Today we are going to be looking at Sol Invictus. It's built on Solana. It is basically a copycat, not a fork, because technically it doesn't run on the Ethereum virtual machine, but a copycat of Olympus DAO on Ethereum, which is effectively a reserve currency-like asset. I don't know. Some people say it's a Ponzi scheme. Some people say it isn't. Either way, we're going to be staking a little bit of money and showing you how. So if you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, but let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, we're going to start off on Invictus DAO's website. This is their dashboard page. As you can see, the current price for an IN token is $343.46. I'm just going to refresh this real quick just to make sure it's pretty up to date. Okay. The interesting thing with Invictus, so recently I also did a video on Harmony One. On their chain, they have done a fork of Olympus DAO. It's called Euphoria. The token is We All Gonna Make It, or WAGMI, or WAGMI is the ticker. Now, that asset, I guess it is trading at like $575-ish at present, and I think its backing is like 170 or something. I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark. Interestingly, if you look here on this dashboard, the in price is $343 and the backing is $208. What this backed price means is that they have treasury assets. So the treasury is 66 million and the supply is 317,799. What this means is that for every token, there is basically $208 worth in the treasury, which means that in theory, the in price should never it basically has a floor, right? It can't fall below $208. Otherwise, the Invictus treasury will start buying it because it's trading cheaper than the treasury assets. So keep that in mind, because if you go look at Olympus DAO right now or Euphoria, those are basically the same type of mechanisms. The backed price is much less, maybe like 20% of what the current token price is. But here you can see that $208 is closer to like 60% of the in price. So if you're looking to buy, now might be a good time if you want to dip your toes in the water. Also, price chart. If we look at Invictus, you can see that, well, it hasn't been around that long, but basically when it started trading, it was started trading around $361. You can see that the all-time low was $307 on December 8th, 2 days ago, and right now it's trading at $342. So it's pretty close to all-time lows. If the market does rally back to highs, you can see that at one point Invictus was trading around $1,400. So this thing could potentially, like, I don't know, 4x, 5x if it goes back to highs based on where the price of Solana is. Now I'm just speculating. I don't really know. But just throwing those two things out there to start off the video. So first and foremost, if you come to this page, well, you'll probably want some USDC in your wallet. I personally use Phantom on Solana, but if you click this buy in button, it takes you to Jupiter, which is basically a decentralized exchange aggregator. So it looks at what token you want to go from and what token you want to go to, and it finds the path of least resistance. So I'll give you an example. I currently have 50 USDC in my Solana wallet. So if I want to go from USDC to Invictus token, you can click half or max. So I can say like $25, right? 25 USDC. It shows me two routes found. So it shows me that I can get Invictus token on Radium and on Serum, and on Radium I will get the best exchange rate, meaning I will get more Invictus tokens per my 25 USDC. So because of this, it's a nice aggregator for when you want to swap tokens in and out. As you can see up at the top, these are all the different I guess decentralized exchanges that it looks at. So like Orca, Radium, Serum, blanking on the Mercurial Finance, I think, Dex Labs, Parrot, something else. So a bunch of dexes, they basically aggregate all of them, like I said. So you can just hit swap. It will pop up with an approval. I've already done this, so I'm just going to cancel this one. And as you can see, I have some, wait for it, Invictus tokens in here, 3.2. So we're just going to go back to Invictus DAO. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to stake. It's as easy as this. I can right now, you can see the balance right here. You can see the ROI 5-day rate, 8.34%. And I can go ahead and just click max. It populates the full amount of Invictus tokens that I have. I can click stake. Phantom wallet comes up. this preloads everything, so you can see, costs a little bit of SOL for the transaction. SIN is staked in or staked Invictus token. So I can go ahead and click approve. And staked 3.2 Invictus token. So you can see down here, your balance is 0. And my staked balance was 3.2. Now the difference between Invictus and Olympus DAO and Euphoria is that because of the speeds and the cheap transaction fees on Solana, they actually do a constant rebasing. Whereas Euphoria and Olympus do a rebasing every 8 hours. So this means, as you can see right here, I am constantly getting more in or Invictus. You can see the APY is 34,562%. That means as it rebases constantly, I'm owning an equal percentage of the total outstanding supply of Invictus based on my initial buy-in. So as they're selling more from bonds or people buying on liquidity pools, whatever the current, if you go to dashboard, you can see the supply, 317,812 tokens. So as the supply goes up, I'll maintain a constant percentage of the total supply. So you can basically divide your, so as my balance goes up, the total supply also goes up. So they should go up at the same, not the same rate, but the same like percentage rate, if that makes sense. So if the supply increases by 10%, I should see my total staked balance increase by 10%. That way I think I said that right. That way I always own the same percentage of total supply. But yeah, that is a neat thing with Sol Invictus. A, constant rebasing, and B, right now, the backed price is almost 60% of what IN's price is, meaning I can really only lose 40% of the money I put in here if it were to fall to its floor or backed price. So just some things to keep in mind. You can see there's a runway of 332 days based on the current APY, I think. Either way, you can feel free to check this out. You can see that 80% of IN is staked, and that's really it. So I can see my portfolio is $1,103. My daily income. So this is basically how much I think I will get. So you can see that's about $18 a day or 0.053451 in tokens. It's nice. You can click to toggle between USD and IN or Invictus tokens. So yeah, obviously as this price goes higher or lower, I will get the same amount of daily income, but the dollar amount would change. And again, this APY is based on the emissions of IN tokens, not on a US dollar like exchange rate. So either way, I hope that was helpful. Again, if it was, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, thanks for watching.